Hello and welcome to an exciting episode of 4 Wales, See Wales with me, Mel Owen.
Me, the exciting Robin Morgan.
And me, the underwhelming Will Hayward.
I think you're very exciting. I think this week is very exciting because it's election week.
It's very exciting.
We are recording this on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We're going out Wednesday morning.
Wednesday
Yeah.
morning.
Thank you, producer Daryl. Thank you.
Between recording this episode and it going out tomorrow, so that's Wednesday, a poll will have come out. It'll be the last big poll. It'll be from ITV/YouGov/Cardiff University. So we don't know what that is going to say. So we're not going to talk specifically about that, but we can talk big picture, broad brush.
And some would say the biggest poll of all is happening on Thursday, really, and believe we're going to cover. Believe we're going to dissect that.
It's going to be really fun. So you'll get 2 episodes this week. One is this one you're listening to. Oh my God, how meta. And the other one will be Friday at some point.
Evening-ish, because we want to let the results come out.
Sink in.
Yeah.
Because I imagine I've seen a few sort of summaries of when the results will, because they'll start counting Friday, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Get the kettle on.
So
Spill a bit on some ballots.
So some of the seats, like some of the ones in Newport, are validating overnight. So that's where they just validate the votes, and then the counting for all of them is the next day. But it means
What does validate mean, sorry?
Validating is basically checking the votes, counting the total amount of votes.
Okay.
And checking, if there's some that have been spoiled, this, that and the other.
Yeah. So then the counts for all of them, but counting proper, like this party, this party, this party, this party, will happen on the Friday. So we'll probably get the first results maybe about 1 o'clock, but the later ones we could get late afternoon. And then there's likely to be, I would suspect there'll be some recounts as well.
Speaking of validating, and this is an important note actually for anybody who's going and thinking that they might spoil their ballot or thinking of doing a funny little doodle or drawing as a protest, I witnessed I think you guys would call it a cock and balls drawing.
Thank you for using the proper term.
Thank
That
you.
is how we would refer to it.
Being drawn in a box next to a candidate's name, and they counted that as a vote for the candidate. So be careful if you are going to try and protest or do a little funny sketch.
Really?
Because when it comes to the vote, they counted it as a
You
vote.
kept it in the lines.
It was in the box.
Did it have an uptick? Was it sort of in the sort of the shape?
It
of
really
the
was, actually. Yeah, it really was.
Wowee.
So just be careful, is all I'm saying. But would that be where like the validating stuff happens, where you'd be like, you look at.
I believe so.
I think it's not, exclusively for cock and ball pictures. But
that is the
generally,
main allocation. I mean, it's what they mainly focus on.
I think you've inspired a bunch of people to try and do that now.
Yeah, exactly. Please don't do it.
In a landslide, they've won. Mr. Cock and Balls has won in a landslide.
Cock and balls has won again. Yeah.
So Friday we'll have most of the results, but in theory we'll have an idea of who.
Where?
Of who the biggest party will be.
What, on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll almost certainly know how the election's gone by the end of Friday.
And just a note for our listeners as well, we're going to be here, there and everywhere. You're going to be...
Greece.
You are actually going to be in
I'm going
Greece.
to be on a boat in
Captain
Greece.
Pugwash over here is leaving.
Captain Pugwash. Whoever gets in, I'm protesting
Yeah,
and
he's
I'm leaving the country.
Yes. I will be in the BBC hiding because they told me I'm not allowed to record this there, and I will be. I really adopted a new attitude to where people tell me I can't do things I know I'm going to do. I just say I will be.
That's really
So
fun.
then they can't tell me off for lying.
No.
So I'll be there.
Forgiveness rather than permission.
Exactly.
Where will you be?
And you're going to be.
I will be in my office. So me and the team I work with the newsletter will be there. We have got people at, I think, 8 of the 16 counts. We will be providing coverage on social media as well as regular newsletter sends, and obviously recording the podcast. We'll nip to the Heyman Studios for a bit to record that.
What a big day.
I know I will be watching your socials all day on Friday, and every time someone asks me to make comment, I'll pass your thoughts off as my own. Thank you.
That's overestimating the amount of thought that goes into my thoughts.
Yeah, if you could really try on Friday, that would be great for me. Thank
Fine,
you.
all right.
But let's not wish the week away.
No.
It is Tuesday. You're listening to this on Wednesday,
Yeah.
lovely listeners and viewers. So, what are we going to talk about? Big picture stuff.
All right, one thing I do want to say, because I've heard it mentioned a few times, is you do not need ID to vote in this election. You do not
Yeah.
need your polling card. Don't not turn up because you don't think you have those things.
Because that really confused me a couple of weeks ago, actually, when we spoke about it. Because I really thought that we did.
Nope.
We don't need it.
No.
And you don't need your polling card either.
Don't need your polling card.
You
So
rock
what
up.
happens? You just say my name. If I be like, hi, I'm Melanie
Say
Owen.
your name and address.
And then I could just...
Give your address out on the podcast.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
It's the one with the horse outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to the polling station and vote.
Right.
It's really, really easy. I can't believe how many questions I've had around tactical voting.
I've had questions about it
Yeah.
from some of my closest friends.
Yeah, like how
Like, I know things. Worrying.
You got a source though.
It's really worrying. Yeah, exactly. I just sort of hand over Will's Instagram.
Yeah. Right, ask this man.
Okay, I'm really hesitant to talk about tactical voting because the first thing is, it's really, really hard to do it in any meaningful way with this electoral system. And I don't believe in telling people, journalists should tell people how to vote.
Yeah.
I think we should equip them with available information to make an informed decision for themselves and their families. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about tactical voting is because of how much, for want of a better word, shit almost every party has talked with regard to tactical voting.
Yeah.
The amount of leaflets which say it's between us and reform from every
Literally.
party. It's us and reform here. Plaid are in here. It's between us and reform. Greens are in here. It's between us and reform. Labour are in here. It's between us and reform. So the way the system works, you've got the 6 seats in each area. And they're selected based on the D'Hondt system. So I am going to just explain very briefly how that works. Everyone votes for their parties, so you add them up. I'm drawing this from Jack Larner from Cardiff University's blog on it. Imagine Plaid Cymru got 21,000 votes. Reform got 13,200. Labour got 9,000. Conservatives got 7,200. Greens 6,000. Lib Dems 3,600. So Plaid have the most votes, so they get the first seat. They get seat 1. What happens then is they chop in half Plaid's seat amount of votes. So instead of 21,000, they now have 10,500. So they then go, right, who's got the next most seats? And it's Reform on 13,200. So Reform get the second seat. You then chop Reform's vote in half. So they go from 13,200 to 6,600. So then, which party has got the most? Well, actually, it's Plaid Cymru again on 10,500.
Right.
So you chop theirs in half. Well, actually, you don't chop them in half each time. So after the first one, you divide them by 2. And then the next one, you divide them by 3. And then the next one, if they win a third seat, you divide them by 4.
It's a great system.
Yeah,
It's a great
not
system.
complicated
I
at all.
love it.
Yeah.
So under this, Plaid are next on 10,500, and then you divide them by 3. Hi guys, I'm interrupting this podcast for this emergency update. By emergency update, I mean clarification, because I don't think I was fully clear on how I described the D'Hondt system. So, once the votes are counted, each party will have its amount of votes that it's won. When a party then wins a seat, because it has the most, that figure gets cut in half. Once it's been cut in half, if they win another seat, that original figure gets cut into 3. It's not the new figure. So by that, what I mean is, say Plaid won 10,000 votes and won that seat. That would get cut in half because they have 1 seat, so it's divided by 2. When they win another seat, if they were to win another seat in that area, that would get cut into thirds. But what I'm talking about is that 10,000 figure, not the figure of cutting it in half. Does that make sense? Don't worry if it doesn't. I just wanted to clarify because I don't think I was fully clear in how I described it in the pod. Robin and Mel have gone. It's just me here alone talking about the D'Hondt system. So at the moment, we've got Reform on 6,600, Plaid on 7,000, but then, leading, we've got Labour on 9,000.
Yeah.
So Labour get the 4th seat, and then actually ahead of all of them is the Tories.
Yeah.
They're on 7,200, and then it's Plaid getting that 6th seat with 7,000 votes. Now, there, it was a 3-way battle for 6th, if you want to see it like that, between Plaid on 7,000, Reform on 6,600, and the Greens on 6,000 as well. You can't just see it as it's a battle for the 6th spot, because if you try and tactically vote to move one person from another party who are doing well to another, it then reduces the other party's vote.
That initial vote. Interesting.
And
I didn't know that.
Any fucking party that sits there and tells you, we know that this is a battle between us and them, is talking shit.
But every party is.
They
I was
don't
gonna
have the
say this
data.
to you, right? Every leaflet I got, and I got so many leaflets this weekend. The step counts around Canton are high with the canvassers this weekend. Every single, I was going to bring them, but I didn't. But every single leaflet was, the only messaging was, it's between us and Reform. Every single one. There was a Labour one that said that we're going to win. They showed a graph that was like Labour is shown to be ahead.
I think that was they're 4 years late. They're still doing the 2021
Great. Okay, I was a bit like, this feels like
The Royal Mail has really been really slow.
To be fair, I do have a mail divert, so sometimes
Yeah, there we
do
go.
get to me later.
Have Reform hit your door?
They have. I've had 3 from Reform.
Have you had knocks from anyone?
Yes.
I had my first knock today.
Did you? From
Plaid Cymru.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who have you had?
Reform and the Greens.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they weren't together at the same time.
How many candidates do you think could explain that system?
I saw Harriet Harman, UK Labour grandee, saying about how it was a really bad system because it was really hard to understand. I was like, you brought it in.
Yeah.
It was
It's
UK
your
Labour that
system.
forced that on, like Wales.
Who is De Hont?
It was by Belgian mathematician in 1878, Victor de Hont. But the method was first subscribed to the American Secretary of State and late President of the US, Thomas Jefferson.
I think I'd be more into it if it was called the Jefferson system.
I mean, you shouldn't be into it at all because it's fucking awful.
Well,
like,
So is the main messaging here, do not vote tactically? Is that what you... Because that's what I'm getting from this.
Just
is that
vote for your heart.
Just vote for who you want, right?
my overwhelming message is, it depends why you're voting. If there is a party that you believe in more than any other party, and their values are your values, and you want to see them get as much representation as possible, vote for that party. In Jack Larner's blog, he basically described, under this system, if you want to stop a party, you're better off voting for the other big party.
right.
Ultimately, if you wanted to stop reform, if that is all you think about, the logic is to vote for just everyone votes for one party because it rewards bigger parties. So everyone should coalesce behind a single party to stop reform.
Yeah.
Then I suppose the problem is there's question marks over who that big party would be, right?
Yeah, and also that isn't how democracies should work.
That's
Like
horrid.
this is why if they'd had something like STV, people could just have ranked the parties in order that they want them.
It stops becoming this anyone but XYZ.
So I'm not saying to vote for one party or another to stop one party or another. If you want to game the system and you want to stop someone else, the maths suggest you should just vote for whichever party is the biggest. But also, we haven't had this system. We don't know who the biggest party is going to be. I was trying to work out a way of like saying, how could you tactically vote? And ultimately, we do not know on a constituency level. We do not know how other things will interact. Any party that says they do know doesn't. Talking rubbish. The only thing you can do, and by the time you listen to this, a newsletter will probably be out explaining this. If you were to vote for a party who has no chance of winning, that can be seen as a wasted vote in terms of stopping another party. But it's also important to vote for who you believe in because ultimately that's how democracy should work. And actually, if everyone just said, this is the party that I want, you get a more reflective system. But
That's how smaller parties grow as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, when it feels like such a crucial time, like the political landscape is changing so much right now, you might want to be like, okay, well, I don't want to be, kind of wasting my vote. But also, it is important, I do think, if you like a party and you believe in them, every election is going to feel important.
We don't know what the setup of the Senedd will be, but in all likelihood, we're going to have applied or reform-led government. The direction of travel for both of those governments is so polar opposites that it necessitates that some people might be like, right, I need to go that way because I find the other one so unpalatable. So say you're a Conservative voter, right? And you are like, I am terrified of Plaid Cymru. I think they are really, really dangerous. I hate their stance on independence. I'm really, really worried about them. You might think, well, actually, I need to vote Reform because they are the biggest party that I perceive has been able to stop Plaid. But actually, there's differences between Reform and the Tories. There's different. I mean, there's some similarities in the manifesto, but and this is the problem with systems like this: is it forces you to go, well, do I want this specific thing from this party, or do I not want the broad brush thing from this other party that could win? So ultimately, when you approach the election, think first and foremost: is there a party I want more than any other? And if there is, vote for them. Don't then ignore all parties saying we are the only other choice to stop X party. If you really want your vote to be, quote unquote, do the most, what you could argue is you vote for which party you think is going to be the biggest, but you still don't know how that will interact with the sixth seat. Say you go, I'm inclined to vote Green, but I'm going to vote Plaid to stop Reform. That might give Plaid more votes, but you never know. The maths in your area might mean that the Greens miss out by one and lose that sixth seat.
This is the thing, and in all these polls, you can see the kind of the breakdowns on these constituencies. I was going through some with a friend the other day, but we've never done the system before, so we don't know. This is when you do those hyper-specific polling based on those constituencies, we don't really know.
Yeah.
So, More in Common did some polling over the weekend, and 1 in 6 seats are on like razor thin margins. One of them is decided based on their polling by 0.06% of the vote. If the marginal seats all tipped Plaid's way, they could end up with 40 seats and easily be ahead of Reform. If the 6 seats tipped the other way, they could be down to just 31. But ultimately, I can't tell you who to vote for.
No, I mean, it would be terrible if you did.
I'd respect it.
I would block you.
Mr. Cock and Balls.
Mr. Cock and Balls, that's who's getting my vote. One thing I did want to raise on this topic was what struck me was how literally every leaflet was how to stop reform, right? Bearing in mind this was not a party we could vote for in the last Senedd election. And now every party is battling
Obsessed.
them. Yeah. And it's like, I hate to put it like this, but like, what a flex for reform. Do you know what I mean? Like, however you feel about them, the fact that every other party is shit scared of them, like, we couldn't even vote for them last time.
Or are they shit scared of them, or do they think the public is shit scared of them?
Oh, and that we're playing into that narrative.
But what I mean is that they're the ones to beat.
The fact that they matter.
Yeah, they're the ones
Yeah.
to beat. They're the ones that people, you couldn't even vote for them last time. That's crazy.
Yeah, in 2021, no one was going vote for us to stop abolish the assembly.
No, what a joke. You know, whereas this time, a party that wasn't even around.
But that reform should be using that narrative, right? Like
Yeah.
the left are completely trying to come together to try and stop
Yeah.
us. And that's what, you know, in the event that some of those polls, if, you know, reform of the biggest party but unable to form a government, that you know, we've talked about this before, like the narrative being the left wing are stopping us, and Dan Thomas I think alluded to that on one of the debates, saying like, oh, this new election is rigged for Plaid and Labour to govern forever, and it got like some big old claps from the audience.
Yeah.
So you can really see that narrative being the stop the steal type angle. I think you can start to see that narrative being formed a little bit now.
There's plenty more to talk about the election. Let's change direction a little bit. I'm going to give you a little insight into some of the areas where parties are polling best.
Ooh.
So where do you think Reform's 3 highest seats are? I'll accept you don't have to give me the exact constituency name.
Can I go for, I would say North Wales, I imagine the Northeast.
None of them are in the northeast.
Really? Then I hate this game.
I'd say I'd say the traditional sort of valleys, heartlands of Labour, where
Yes.
where probably Brexit was voted for on quite a wide scale. Would that include North Cardiff, like Ffontaf?
So its highest one is Casnewydd Isloen, so
Okay.
Newport, north and slightly north. Basically, the Rhondda, that part of the valleys,
Yeah.
and Blaenau Gwent, Caerphilly, Rumney.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
37%, 36%, 35%.
So those Labour areas?
Do you want to guess the 3 places where they're doing worst?
Ooh.
I imagine where like Grangetown, Riverside aren't doing particularly well. I'm not sure what that
Cardiff,
is.
Penarth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rural areas, like Cardiff and Pembrokeshire, whatever it's called.
Cardiff is the 3rd worst, 20%.
Is it, yeah?
Cardiff, Penarth is 15%. Bangor, Conway, Mon.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess myself. 17%. So
Interesting.
I would have really thought they'd been doing better
Yeah,
there.
because
they'll vote Tory up there.
I wonder if people are staying Tory, because the Tories' highest performing bit, actually it's none of them.
but I imagine that I was thinking the same about Monmouthshire as well.
Monmouthshire is the highest for the Tories.
Yeah.
Tories.
Yeah.
So maybe that's stopping reform there.
I know we're not doing predictions, but can I just do a little cheeky
Do you want to
one?
do predictions?
Okay, well, my only one would be, I think the Tories are going to do better than we think. I'm not going to say they're having a landslide. I don't think we're going to come in and Darren Miller's First Minister, but I think they'll do better than predicted.
You think kind of, 7 or 8 seats, do you think?
Yeah, maybe they're not even that high, but I do think, let me go for a 5.
Okay.
I just think there'll be silent voters, shy voters, and ones who cannot bring themselves to vote reform.
Yeah.
I think we should do predictions. I think we should write them down on a piece of paper
Oh, okay.
after today's episode,
Ha!
and then we open them on
And
Friday.
see, yeah. Or at the live show.
Ooh.
I tell you what, why don't we all email them to producer Darren?
Yes.
And then
The
at the live
timestamp.
show,
I think let's do that at the live show reveal.
yeah.
We'll go into your emails live, Daryl, at
tell
the
you-
live show on a projector.
let's do
So good luck, mate.
let's do some category. We'll do some categories like biggest party, dark horse,
Great.
surprise, random prediction.
Yeah.
And
Lovely.
we'll read them out at the live show.
Slight side note to the live show. There's like 20 tickets left.
Is there any 20?
I believe.
At time of record. I
Yeah,
mean,
at time of
yeah.
recording.
We had a update. We've sold over 300 tickets.
That is crazy, isn't it? Isn't like they've had to put more in, more. Do you know what I mean? Like the original batch have gone.
And isn't that wonderful, considering we've had to put more seats into the Senedd, and now we've done exactly the same with the Glee? Isn't that a lovely
the
full
spirit
circle?
has crossed,
You know,
crossed
this is
to us.
absolutely great.
Yes, yeah, we are the spirit of Welsh politics. Continue.
I'm going to give you, basically with Plaid, there is one place where they are almost on 50%. Now, this is just on
Wow.
one particular poll, and it's only on like, and I'm really, really always super skeptical of kind of constituency-based polling. So don't like overthink this. Because, and this is why also you can't fucking tactically vote.
Sure.
So stop pretending on your stupid leaflets, everyone.
Who's that? That was aimed at you.
But it is Bangor Conway Mon.
Is it?
That's really surprising.
47% apparently.
47%.
But if you look at the map of where that is, it's actually more of the North Wales coast than I thought it would be, which makes me. I suppose anyone who's Plaid is voting Plaid.
Do you think Owen being up there helps? The fact that, you know, the leader.
I'm suspicious of that because they've gone so Tory in the past, and I wonder if the people who are vocally for Plaid are vocal about it. Do you know what I mean?
Shy Tories.
Yeah.
Shy Tory's going to shy Tory.
I think so. I think so. But then, like you say, local that does make a big difference, and also could be the kind of area they really don't want reform, and would come out swinging, being like, "Well, Plaid's our way out."
The frequency of the polls in the last couple of weeks has been insane. Do you remember, like, when we first, you know, like...
You
got one every 6 months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we sort of really sunk our claws into this, and now it's just... It's haywire.
In terms of leaflet, one thing I wanted to raise with you guys was posters. They're all like things that people are putting up outside their houses, right?
Placards, yeah.
I haven't seen as many this time.
No,
I don't
nor
think,
me.
compared to
Quite a
any
rural
party.
thing. I was chatting to somebody about this, and they were saying, "Oh, there's loads where we are out west," and I think there's been sort of
Loads applied.
Conservative. I'm not entirely sure, but I know certain ones have gone missing. So I think
Pray for the placard.
Well, indeed.
Not many. I haven't seen many in Cardiff at all. My drive to Ceredigion genuinely could not move for glad ones.
Really?
Genuine.
wow.
I sent you guys one as like, oh my god, look, like a lesser spotted one, and then I couldn't stop seeing them.
Well, that's interesting. On my drive up to Mach last weekend, we were sort of like playing a counting game with the kids.
Yeah.
Anything to get through the long journey.
through that drive, yeah.
And yeah, I think there was, I'd say probably majority reform. I think.
I haven't seen a single reform
Oh, there
one.
were tons of reform ones on the way up.
Really?
Up the
I've seen a lot of reform ones rurally.
Have you? Because I was going to say to you guys, I haven't seen one.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's really interesting. But it was very much, you know, I think those signage things do make a difference, right? Because you start to see who. You feel like, oh, I've seen 6 Plaid ones this morning.
Yeah,
I'm going to back a winner.
It must help, right?
It's a little dick swinging thing, right?
I think so.
It's proving how well you're doing. People are proud to say it.
Yeah.
And if you're on the fence and you've seen like, well, all my neighbours are going Plaid.
So I live in Adamsdown in Cardiff, which I think might
Give your address.
have one of the highest levels of deprivation in Wales. And I don't think I've seen any political placards at all. When you cross Newport Road and you go into Roath and Penellan, there's a lot more. I haven't seen any reform, but you wouldn't really expect to see any reform there.
Yeah.
What I have seen is, weirdly, just quite a lot of Lib Dems. And obviously this is...
They love a sign, though.
They do. But it does, even subconsciously, it makes you think, oh, they've got a chance. Because you've seen 5
you do.
placards.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
exactly.
And it's so funny how psychologically you can see like data and stuff. And like, I mean... But that seat is actually one of the few places where the Lib Dems actually do have a chance of taking something.
But it does make a difference, doesn't it? Because like even you go, oh, look at that.
Well, I think if you saw loads of placards and then you got like 2 or 3 leaflets saying we're the only ones who can win here, you're like, well,
There's a groundswell of support.
They're not going to lie. Could we talk about turnout, please? What do we think turnout's going to be?
I think higher. Here we go. I'm going to say it. Highest that we've ever had at the Senedd election.
Wow,
Boom, I've said it.
we put that back in the bottle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think there's a heightened emotion, not on the same scale that we see in other elections, let's be realistic, but I do think there are people who will vote for the first time for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think it'll be higher, but slightly.
I think we'll exceed 50% for the first time.
Good grief.
Look at us all agreeing.
Hate it.
Yeah.
If it
Don't
is
listen to this for this.
if it is a very high turnout, that is very good for reform.
Yeah.
Basically, if turnout is high, reform could do incredibly well. So much is on the reform turnout. Like, I was speaking to some pollsters and they were like, how we calibrate the turnout for reform massively skews the data either way.
Yeah, you can see it in those kind of like weather polls are like that.
The up and down, like.
But then that wasn't true in Caerphilly. Turnout was higher.
It was.
And it didn't go for them.
But it was also first past the post.
I see. Okay.
So like, if everyone who had voted applied there had probably voted more proportionally, it could have been a lot closer for reform.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know.
Also,
this is why I hate talking about like polls and stuff and like tactical voting, because ultimately we should be here talking about all the ideas.
It's really weird. It feels like, and you know, there will be some people maybe angry at me for saying this. It feels like a 2-horse race in an election where the system is not first past the post. Feels so disconcerting.
So it's a 2-horse race to be first minute, to be the biggest party.
Yeah.
The thing is, once you're in, you're going to need some other horses to help you.
Yeah. In the stable.
So you need those horses not to be miles behind you.
Yeah.
Else it's going to be hard. But the problem is, if those horses get too close, they pull back your own horse.
Yeah.
It's a terrible system.
Yeah. I love that analogy.
Yeah, no, you would.
Yeah, that was for me.
I didn't get it at all.
Did you get deja vu?
I did. I was like, oh yeah, I'm home. It is complicated. It's really, really complicated. And I feel like I'm just going to go with my heart.
Right. I am going to put out a challenge to our listeners, especially the ones on YouTube. Comment what your prediction is. Do not comment after the result.
Yeah,
we can see the times that they've come out. In fact, what do we want to do when we do our predictions? Let's say, who's the biggest party?
Okay.
The difference between Plaid and Reform.
Numbers wise.
Yeah.
Not just morals.
I think the Labour percentage will be interesting.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or we could say percentage for each party.
Okay,
Yeah,
but particularly the Labour one,
I
yeah.
think it'd be good to sort of break down everything
Yeah.
numbers wise. Let's commit to this.
Let's go percentage of turnout. So what the turnout will be.
Yeah.
Let's say notable mad shit.
Yeah, anything that you think could be a real surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like just like noteworthy.
Yeah. If you win the noteworthy one and it is proper batshit and you get it, you get the last ticket to the live show.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. We'll say the most accurate. Also, don't hedge. If you're going for like, I think that Rena Purewolf will give a speech, just get in the bin.
Not batshit.
Like,
We'll judge what's batshit.
it's gotta be
right?
notable, yeah.
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 Rapping his speech. Yes.
I'll give you that. Bring
Fine.
Stormzy on
Yeah.
to do a verse. Great.
Mr. Earl takes his head off. It's Stormzy.
This whole
Notable.
time.
Yeah,
That
that's
would be
the
great.
level.
Yes. Comment in the YouTube comments. DM us on the 4 Wheel Ski Wales Instagram page. I will keep a note of all of them. And we will judge.
But definitely try and put it publicly. Don't be a coward.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I say that. I basically had like 3 months of anonymous accounts on social media telling me what a shit I am. And I'm like, show your face, Labrador.
What if it is a Labrador? It would be a dog.
When I hate it even more.
Yeah, they've chosen a dog just to get in your head.
Do you know what? There's somebody who I know who knows dog breeds inside out. Like, you know, she'll be really, really pernickety on the difference between a Cavapoo and a Cockapoo, but will mix up black people. Those are the people I draw the line out.
That's very
Do you know what? I gotta admit, the most unsubscribes I get on like social media and stuff is when I criticise dogs. I'm not criticising people who have dogs. I have many loved ones who have dogs, and they are lovely people. But my suggestion is they're lovely people in spite of the dog,
Fair.
not because of it.
Fair,
Stop
yeah.
pretending
This
it's.
will be the end of you, Hayward. This will be the end of you. And this is the end of the episode.
That is the end of the episode. Yeah.
God. Oh.
Imagine if that's how we went out from every episode. Like, oh.
Yeah, no, I'd like that. Sort of big old wolf call.
Yes. I am very excited for what the rest of this week will hold. I look forward to chatting with you guys on Friday. See what's gone down.
It'd be lovely. Have a lovely polling week.
Yeah. Go and vote on Thursday, please.
Yeah, should we do that sort of Jeremy Clarkson thing every GCSE day? Like, don't worry about. I never got any GCSEs. Like, no young people are following you on social media. No one cares.
Yeah. I am very excited to sit down with Mel, me, and Seaman Morgan on Friday.
Not a fan of
Love that. That's staying.
You must have.
Who's HR for Hey Man?
You must have got Captain Morgan when you were in school.
No, a lot of Batman and Robin.
Oh, well.
I think Robin was the. You can't make fun of Morgan if you've got Robin as your first name. There's a lot of Robins.
Robins. First off. Yeah, Christmas Robin.
Yeah. Every Christmas card, people. I get a lot of Christmas cards with Robins on them because people are like,
Oh, you've never had this one before.
What's his name?
Yeah.
That's my name, and I really enjoy it. But no, we're looking forward to it immensely. It'll be really, really fun. And get out and vote, guys.
Yeah,
get out and vote.
Okay. I will see you after I've voted. I'll see you on Friday.
Polling day's Thursday, yeah?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'll see you after them. Can you imagine if I was like, guys, it's closed. Guys.
It's closed. Is it just a normal school? Do the children take it? And they...
Yeah, they're at school. I'm like, can you just take this to your teacher, please?
I know they practice counting, but this is...
They're like, it's a cock and balls.
Yeah.
7-year-old trying to explain the DeHont system.
Slight side note. I was in Mach doing a kids show on Saturday. And the kids queuing up to get into the tent, and one of them was like, it was by Mach Football Club, and there was this dugout, and they were sort of reading all the signs and all the graffiti that was written on. They were like, Mach Football Club, and there was another one. They sort of walked around there, and the graffiti said "Poppy is a slag," and they were like, "Poppy is it? Like, the doors are open now, kids. Come on in." I think I saved that child's innocence for another year.
Do you know what? At my show on at Mach, there was one person you're behind a screen because you don't greet people as they come in.
Right.
And there was one person who the steward was showing to their chair, and they were like, "Oh, I love her podcast," and he was like, "Amazing." And then I could hear him going to every other person that came in, "And do you listen to her podcast?"
Wow.
And every other person was like, "No." And then one man just went, "I hate podcasts," and I was just
hate podcasts.
Never mind.
I like the audio medium on demand.
Yeah, hate it. I want it live or nothing at all.
Have we talked about the fact that I ask audience members in my latest talk show what they listen to when they fall asleep, and multiple people have said this podcast?
There we go. It is a compliment, but also backhanded.
Yeah.
Because it sends them to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Wake up!
Yeah.
That'll spook
That'll do
them.
it.
That'll spook them.
That'll do it. Will, please try and have a Zen week of any way, shape, or form that you can.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's
chill.
not happening.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh God, no.
Oh no, it's the least
He'll
Zen
be
week.
in breakdown form on Friday. I can't wait.
I can't wait to see it. I have been Mel Owen.
I'm Robin Morgan.
And I'm a trustee of Dogs Trust.
Yes, you are. See you Friday.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
That really surprised me.